We're just a few weeks away from the launch of Brighter Shores, a brand new MMO created and funded by the original creator of Runescape, Andrew Gower. I think this has the potential to be the best MMO of all time. If you want to know why, you can check out my video showcasing Brighter Shores. But today, we're going to do less hypothesizing and we're going to focus on the progress that's been made with the development of the game so far. Firstly, we have a post from Andrew Gower himself, saying they're on track for release in Q3 this year, with 4 episodes. An episode is like a mini expansion to the game. So the game will launch with 4 episodes, 2 of which are already completed, 1 is about to be finished, and the 4th is well underway and on track to be ready for launch in Q3 this year. For those of you who are wondering, the game isn't planned to have a traditional subscription model. You buy an episode, and that's yours to keep playing in perpetuity. If you would rather have the traditional subscription model, you basically get that by buying each episode as it comes out. But for people who don't want to pay monthly, just to keep playing a game they've already bought, they don't have to. Buy it once and that's it. I think this is a fantastic way to both keep a game funded without burdening the players, and keep the developers motivated to continue to improve the game and produce new, high-quality content. What's particularly controversial about this game is the rooms system, and Andrew Gower has posted a video to showcase this. Now you can see that the game world is made up of a series of interconnected rooms, which are connected together with jigsaw-like connections. This is apparently inspired by D&D tabletop gaming, and the idea is to allow everyone within a region to play on a single world, but to still control player count in a given area. What this means is that they can set room limits to make sure an appropriate amount of people are in the same room. This means the world won't feel flooded, breaking the realism, but at the same time it won't feel empty. If there's a marketplace room, for example, that would probably have quite a high player cap to really give the sense of the hustle and bustle of a marketplace. Whereas if there was some atmospheric lonely mountain trail, maybe they would reduce the player cap so you feel more immersed. Presumably the developers can experiment with these player caps, changing them dynamically for each room, so over time they can take in player feedback and tweak those limits in order to perfect the experience. One thing people have commented about on Reddit is how dark adjacent rooms look on the screen. Personally, I don't have an issue with this, but I think it's something that could easily be changed if the player base wanted it. We also got a sneak peek at some of the development of the mining skill. I was quite surprised by this, as I expected to just see the traditional swinging of a pick at some rocks. It's really interesting that you can use explosives to mine. Also, note how they've considered what happens when the player stands too close to the explosion. I was expecting this to not be coded in, and just have an immersion breaking moment where an explosion goes off in the character's face with no repercussions whatsoever. To me, this is a really promising example of how the development team are implementing new and innovative mechanics, even where we might think we already know how the game will work. We've also seen how some of the game information is displayed in the form of these little info cards, which seem lovingly crafted and detailed. Apparently every item and monster in the game will have these info cards. I wonder if they'll implement some kind of virtual trading card game within the MMO. Anyone fancy a Brighter Shores version of Gwent, perhaps? Talking about the UI, they've also demoed a fully customizable minimap feature, which appears to have good default settings if you just want to use those, but it also has all kinds of options to tweak the UI that I'm sure power gamers will really love. Finally, they've also shown us that they will be having skill capes, and what is really nice is that you get different levels of capes as you progress. Not only do these designs look really beautiful, but it is clever how your cape grows and becomes more elaborate as you level up. I really like this idea, both because it looks awesome, and it's nice to have progress rewarded as you move through the game, rather than just when you max a skill. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty encouraged by these developments. It seems like Fen Research know what they're doing and are prioritising the experience for their players. I expect we'll get a specific launch date announced soon, and maybe they'll even offer some beta testing. As soon as I hear anything new, I'll let you know, so subscribe if you want to hear the latest news, and if you enjoyed this video, you might want to check out my other Brighter Shores video that'll be on the screen now. Thanks everyone, and have a great day.